Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode. I am here in Toronto, Canada, and it's going to be an interesting trip. So we'll see what we find. I'm only here for a day, so I might just get around the town a little bit and try some food. And then it's a quick jump back to Florida, so stay tuned. Alright, so here I am. I am still sort of in the airport. I can't really tell, but I have to go get a COVID test because I just landed. And I need to have a COVID test before my flight tomorrow. So I'm trying to figure out how to get to where I'm supposed to be going. So I'm about to get on some train, and I have no idea if that's even where I'm supposed to go. So you have to have a PCR test, a lab PCR molecular test, in order to get into Canada. But to get back into the United States, all you need is a rapid antigen test or any other. So my PCR test expires tomorrow in the morning, and my flight isn't until like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. So now I have to go get another test while I'm here, a rapid test, in order to get a test to clear me to go back in the United States. Otherwise, I'm stuck in Canada. This is my second trip to Canada, and I have to say, getting there and back has been a zoo. It was a zoo last time. It was a zoo this time. I actually got multiple tests done this time because my last trip, my test didn't come back until a few hours before my flight, so I almost didn't get to go. And then this time I did several tests, one of which came back, thankfully, in order to get me here. My other one came back inconclusive, so it failed, and I had to do it. So if I would have relied on that one, I would have been in big trouble. So luckily I did multiple ones. Apparently where you get the COVID test here, which is strange because in Vancouver you got the test done in the airport. Here you have to go all the way over to some sort of parking structure. It's like really far away. On that map there, it's like 3 stops away on this train. I don't know. So I hope I'm going to the right place. And I have to pay money to get this test. Insurance doesn't do anything, so I have to pay money. I had to pay $150 for my test in Vancouver to get home. And I think they said the rapid or so here is like 75 bucks. I don't know why it's cheaper here, but yeah. Of course that was, I think he was talking 67 in Canadian, but I don't know. Or 75 in Canadian, but I don't know. So I found the location for COVID, and it's literally just this little, it's like this dusty, busted corner here. Like 2 random people checking people in. So we'll see how this goes. It's looking a little suspect. Okay, this is an adventure, I tell you. So I paid my money. I had to wait forever. I paid my money. They signed up a bunch of stuff. They checked my passport. I don't know. They did a bunch of stuff. They gave me a bunch of stickers and papers, and now I have to walk somewhere else. And I have to find, I don't know, some clinic or something? It says proceed downstairs, I think. So, I don't know how to do that, but I guess we'll figure it out. And we are done. I got my test done. So I am headed back all the way over to the airport now so that I can get a taxi. I gotta say that I am tired of getting stuff shoved up my nose. I think I've had like, let's see, 5 or 6. I think I've had like 5? 5. No, 6. I've had 6 COVID tests in the last 3 days. And then I had 3 COVID tests the weekend before. So I've had like almost 10. I've had 9 COVID tests in the last week. Yeah, I'm getting tired of having stuff shoved up my nose. Alright, I made it back to the terminal. I need to catch a ride in a taxi to get out of here. See if I can figure out how to get to a taxi stand. Well, there's a lot of hubbubaloo to get a COVID test. Right, I am in downtown Toronto, and I am on the hunt for something to eat. I might hit that Big Smoke Burger right there, but I saw there was a pizza place nearby, so I think I'm going to give that a look and see if it's open. I should have worn my coat. It's very cold. I have a hoodie on instead, which is, quite frankly, the worst choice I could have made. But at least it's not pouring down rain at the moment. St. Louis wings and ribs, huh? That might be a choice. The restaurant at the hotel honestly didn't look that bad, so if I have no other option, that will probably be where I end up. I saw there's the Quesada Burritos and Tacos right there. And I thought about that, but I had Moe's for lunch, so, and it looks like it's not even open, so. What else do we have here? I don't know, some sort of pub. Be skipping that. Ooh. It is pretty cold here. Looks like I could have walked right through there. Oh, looks like I found the Pie Company Pizza Bar. Is it open? Let's find out. It looks like it's open. Alright, it looks like you just order your food. Kind of like a Chipotle style, or almost like a Blaze. Or, oh yeah, this definitely looks pretty good here. Pizza oven there. Looks like I get to pick my toppings. Alright, I'm glad I came here. This looks a lot like... Alright, so it looks like one of these create your own pizzas here, like a Mod or Blaze or Rapid Fire Pizza. So I'm gonna check this out. All these different toppings here. Good to go. Alright, so waiting for my pizza now. Didn't take long at all to get it made. Now it's in the oven, so I'm a big fan of these create your own pizza places. I really like the ability to put whatever I want on a pizza, get sort of a personal sized pizza. So looks pretty good. We'll see if Pie Company holds up. It's kind of a nice little place too. Could just hang out here and eat, but I think I'm gonna take it back to my hotel room and chill. I'm a little tired from all the hustle and bustle of the travel. Oh wow, look at this church right here. I didn't even notice it when I was walking the other direction. That is a beautiful church. I wonder what church that is. Right there. St. James, it says. St. James. Huh. Wonder if you can go in there. Check that place out. See, they have a lot of light rail here in Toronto, I've noticed. Public transportation systems. I know there's also a train that runs into the city from the Toronto airport. I didn't take it, I took a cab. It's pretty interesting. Alright, made it back to the hotel. Get a quick shot of the lobby of the hotel here. It's pretty nice. It's got these chess pieces here. Decorations. Too bad. We got the knight there. You got the queen, I believe. Got a bishop over there, and you got a rook. So, yeah, nice little hotel. There's the restaurant that didn't look too bad. Maybe if I get hungry later, I'll come down for dessert. Head back to my room. On my way back to the room, I saw all these little pictures here. It's sort of like display. It's all like the history of this hotel. That one says 1903. Back when the King Edward Hotel opened, the Rotunda. The European dining room. The lobby and the elevators in 1903. Down here it starts to go down to... These are all 1903. I'm not gonna lie, these images right here remind me of the Titanic. For some reason. What's this one over here? Crystal Ballroom. 1953. This one's 1927 entrance. Interesting. I'll actually... The ballroom... It's interesting, the ballroom here... in this hotel is actually on the top floor. So, best historic hotels worldwide. Omni King Edward Hotel, hotel in the Americas. Established 1903. Heading towards my room here. All right, so I am back in my hotel room. Crashing here. I'm gonna give this pizza a try. I'm excited. Because I'm starved. I haven't eaten in hours and hours and hours. But didn't realize that this hotel is over 100 years old. That's pretty cool. I mean, you can tell it's like an older hotel inside. It's really nice. It's been, I'm assuming it's been redone many times over the years, but it's, I'm staying in a hotel that's over 100 years old. And one of the best historic hotels in the world, apparently. So that's pretty cool. Like I said, I've stayed here before, but I guess I didn't really pay attention last time, so... All right, let's check out the finished pizza. Yum. So I got on my pizza, well, the lighting's not very good right here. Let's see if we can get some better lighting. Ah, there we go. That looks much better. So I got the California pizza sauce. They had a San Marzano tomato sauce, and I decided to get the California sauce. I don't know what that means. I got pepperoni. I got the dollops of cheese there. I got green olives, onions, some sun-dried tomatoes. Yum. Looks bussin'. Well, there's a nice little table over there that I could sit at and eat, but I'm more of a sit on the bed and eat kind of person. Let's try this pizza out. And I have Despicable Me 3 on in the background. All right, let's give it a go. Yum. Yum. Wow. It's got really thin crust. Very thin, a little floppy, kind of like New York style pizza. But then like really like bubbly and crispy on the edge. Yum. The sauce is good. The sauce has got a lot of good flavor to it. And the pepperoni's got some kick to it. I like this a lot, actually. The only bad thing about this is that I don't know of any that exist anywhere near me in Florida. So I can't get this again until I come back to Toronto. But it's awesome. It's really good. Like, I think it's one of the best, if not better, than all of the quick rapid fire type places that I've eaten at in the US. So it's that good. It's got like a little saltiness to it. Tomato flavor's good. I like the fact that they had sun-dried tomatoes. Most places don't have that. Yum. I'm glad I made that choice to grab this pizza. Pizza Company. I'm gonna have to look that up and see if there's any in the US because it's really good. Now I am starving, so maybe that's skewing a little bit, but I don't think so. It's really awesome. Woo! I just finished my pizza. Boy, was it good. I couldn't even finish it all. It was so good. But I looked it up. Unfortunately, there are no pie companies, Pie Co, in the United States. They're only in Ontario and Saskatchewan. So, unfortunately, that means I will never get to eat it again unless I come back to Canada. So, I now know whenever I look in Canada, whenever I'm in Canada, look around for it because it was good. I will tell you it was more expensive. It was $20 Canadian for one pizza. So if you compare that to like Mod and Blaze and those places, Canadian dollars, that's like 15 something in US dollars. So $15. It's a little pricier than I think most of those quick rapid fire type pizza places, but it was good. So quality wise, it was worth $15. It was awesome. So, but unfortunately, none of them exist in the U.S., so Oh well. Alright, so here I am chilling in my bed in the hotel. And I was flipping through the stations and it said Dumb and Dumber was supposed to be on, which I turned on because there wasn't really a lot to watch. And to my surprise, Fred Claus was on instead of Dumb and Dumber, and it's just now starting. So, like, now I know what I'm going to be doing the rest of the night. I am super pumped. I love Fred Claus. Like, one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time. If you haven't seen it, you got to see it. It's hilarious. I love it. It's actually very heartwarming, too. It's a good movie. So, Fred Claus. But I'm getting hungry again. I had that pizza earlier, and now I'm like starting to get hungry because it's getting late. And when I was at the airport, I picked up a couple of midnight snacks because I wasn't sure what I was going to find at the hotel or around the hotel. So I'm always planning ahead. So I picked up from Tim Hortons a delicious apple fritter. And that wasn't all. That wasn't enough. I also had to pick up a frosted cinnamon roll. Looks bussin'. It feels kind of hard. It's probably good with some coffee, but yeah. So I'm gonna bust into these things, snack away, watch this movie, and chill for the rest of the night. So yeah, I don't know. I've never had Tim Hortons. I think maybe I've had a donut before at Tim Hortons, but I've never really had like much there. Definitely haven't had an apple fritter, so I'm gonna give it a shot. Let's try the cinnamon roll. So believe it or not, I've never had either one of these things at Tim Horton. I just don't get anything at Tim Horton very often. I think I've only been to Tim Horton like twice in my whole life. But the apple fritter was pretty decent. I mean, it's not like the best apple fritter I've ever had, but it was pretty decent. But this cinnamon roll is really good. Like, it's good. I mean, it's not warm. I don't think it was even warm when they gave it to me. It's not soft either. It's kind of hard. But it's still really good. I'm shocked. Like, I thought it was going to be busted. Honestly, I thought it was like, it's like, look, listen to this. Can you hear that? I mean, it's kind of hard. But it's good. And the frosting on top is really good. I'm surprised. So, I don't know. Anyway, how many of you out there are fans of Tim Horton? Pretty good. Do you like it because of their coffee, or do you like it because of their donuts, or their sandwiches, their muffins? I don't know. It's actually pretty decent, so I'm surprised. I think I'm gonna have to maybe go to Tim Hortons more often now. Whenever I see it, I kind of usually just steer clear because I don't know. I never thought it looked that great, but pretty decent. Here I am at the Toronto International Airport, Pearson. Getting ready to fly home. I got a few hours here, so let's go exploring. All right, here. Let's see. The Hearth by Chef Lynn Crawford. I don't know who that is. I don't know if I'm supposed to know who that is. Oh, duty-free store. I don't know. Chef Lynn Crawford. I don't know if that's a Canadian chef or French, U.S. I don't know. Never heard of her. What else we got here? Oh, lots of duty-free here. Lots of alcohol. Ooh, there's a Booster Juice, huh? I don't know what Booster Juice is, but I've seen a lot of them since I've been in Canada. Specifically in Ontario. So, it must be a chain here. Booster Juice. I don't know, a bunch of different juices. Ah. What else do we got here? Upper Crust. Famously fresh baguettes, huh? Okay. Looks like, baguettes. Ooh! It says Tim Hortons and Wahlburgers. So, is that like Donnie Wahlberg and Mark Wahlberg? Is that the same Wahlburgers? I think it must be. Our family, our story, our burgers. There's actually a Wahlburgers in Cincinnati where I hail from. I have to check that out and see if it's the same thing or not. Kind of weird that it's in an airport in Canada. I don't know. Are they from Canada? I thought they were from... Oh, I don't know. I don't know where they're from. Oh, shockingly, there's a Starbucks. Ooh, I see V8 juice over there. Yeah, I might have to get some. Oh, they have a little Christmas display. Wish. Is that an advertisement? Is that an advertisement for Wish or just, I don't know, Christmassy? I don't know. All right, here's my gate back here, so I'll have to come back to that. Let's check this airport out. So the hotel that I stayed at, the Omni King Edward, they had a bunch of like historical stuff in the lobby that I was reading through, which I think I got on the camera, but so I looked more into it because I was curious. Like 1903, it's been here for a long time. That hotel had been there since before like the Titanic sank. Remember when I said on the video, I was like, why does this feel so Titanic-like to me? Well, no wonder. It was like back in that era. So when that like very regal, extravagant, decor was big and in. That was why. So it reminded me of like the ballrooms and things on the Titanic, and that's why, I guess. And I actually got to hang out in the Crystal Ballroom on the 17th floor, which is the top floor of the building. And it was really cool and like elegant and extravagant and like beautiful up there, with some really cool chandeliers and stuff. But really neat place. And then I was doing some research and I wanted to find out more about it. And apparently that hotel has had many interesting people stay there over the years. So a couple of people who stayed there, Elvis Presley. I was staying at the same hotel that Elvis Presley stayed at. What? The Beatles stayed there. And apparently it was a big thing when they stayed there. And there was like mobs and mobs of people. Also, a few other people, Mark Twain, Samuel Clemens, and Margaret Thatcher stayed there. Britney Spears, I think Yoko Ono. I mean, there's all kind of people. I was like, wow, this is like a really cool historical hotel, and I'm staying here. And it just made me think. I was like, and I was in the ballroom, and I was just thinking, how many people have like been in this ballroom? Like, what were their stories? Like, what kind of history? It just seemed really cool. So that was fun. That was a really cool hotel, really cool experience. Yeah, now I can say I've stayed where Elvis Presley stayed. Okay, so I made it to Wahlburgers. Our family, our story, our burgers, and I can confirm it is the Wahlbergs that I'm thinking of. Mark Wahlberg, Danny Wahlberg, you see them there in the background. There's a picture of them right there, the Wahlberg family. So this is their restaurant. And I've been wanting to try this restaurant out for quite a while, actually. Ever since they brought one into Cincinnati, and I've never gone there. So I think I am going to have to give this a shot. And I don't know if it's going to be as good as like the normal Wahlburgers, since it's like in a airport. You know how airports are. But I'm going to assume it's the same. So I am going to sit down here and see what Wahlburgers is all about, because I'm starved. Okay, so this is definitely Wahlburgers, but it's definitely also an abbreviated menu. So as you can see, they have literally one burger on their menu. Right there. Huh. They have a Beyond Burger too, I guess, which counts, but technically they only really have one burger. And then they have a vegetarian burger, and then they have a sandwich, chicken sandwich, and fries. And poutine, of course, because we're in Canada. So yeah, so it's an abbreviated menu, but I'm still going to give it a shot. I want to check it out. Here on the ceiling, actually, there's another one down there a little ways, over by the bar, but there's this thing on the ceiling here that just has a bunch of the movies that they've starred in. So you see like Transformers and Lone Survivor and Paul and Ted, Invincible, The Lovely Bones, which I love that movie. Lovely Bones is so good. So yeah, interesting. And they have this like sort of mantra or mission statement over there on the wall, history about their brand. So yeah, pretty cool. Check out the Wahlberg family. Kind of cool. Good to see shots of the family when they're little. I always like to see like how were people raised and how did they grow up. It's kind of cool. Okay, Wahlbergs, one strike against you already. dusty paper straw. I'm kidding. It's not really a strike against you, but really, not worth it. I just wish they had the better compostable straws. But whatever. Whatever's better for the environment. But you know me. I am not a fan. All right, let's get our first look at the famous Wahlberg sandwich here. Burger and fries. Okay, looks pretty decent. Okay, so let's give Wahlburgers a chance here. Let's give it a shot. Try the French fries. Kind of thin cut fries. Kind of McDonald's-like almost. Really. Pretty close to McDonald's, actually. And I love McDonald's fries, so they're good. I was expecting them to be like thick cut or something, but they're just like kind of like McDonald's fries, and I like them. They're good. Let's try this burger. Look at this thing. It has some sort of special sauce on it. It's called Paul's Special Sauce, which was one of the family members. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to taste it, but we'll see. Okay, and as with all signature sauces, I feel like Paul's signature wall sauce is like Thousand Island dressing. So I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it's exactly Thousand Island dressing, but it looks like it. It tastes like it. I feel like almost every burger that says it has like some sort of special signature sauce, it's always Thousand Island. Like some variation of Thousand Island dressing. But it's good. Overall, the burger's pretty solid. It's cooked well done by default. I don't even know if you can get it non-well done, but it's good. It's got all the fixings on it. It's a pretty decent burger. I mean, it's not like amazing, but again, I'm in the airport, and they only have one burger, so I don't know if this is what it's normally like. I know I believe there's a bunch of other burgers on the menu normally, from what I understand, but they only have the one here today, so not like a true Wahlburgers experience. I think we'll have to give it a shot again, maybe when I'm in Cincinnati. But overall, decent burger experience. So if you see Wahlburgers, it's not bad. The price of the burger was $11.95, so a little expensive for the burger, but not too bad. Again, that's Canadian, and $4.25 for the French fries. So again, in Canadian, so we're talking like maybe $8 for the burger and $3 or so for the fries. So $11 plus, so maybe like $15 for the whole meal with the drink. So not too bad, but it's a little fast food like. I think it was. I was expecting it to be a little bit more like, I don't know, Five Guys maybe or something. Which I guess it's kind of like Five Guys, but it's decent. It's pretty decent. So what does everybody think about these shoe shining booths here? What do you think about those? I always find it fascinating when I see these shoe shining places. It feels like a lost art to me. I've never had my shoes shined. Now, I don't tend to wear shoes that need shined very often, but I only ever see these shoe shining places like what's behind me. I only see those usually at like airports or subway stations, like in New York City and things. Like they're it's kind of lost art. And every time I see one, I think, who's getting their shoes shined? But sometimes I see people there getting their shoes shined. So I don't know. What does everybody think about that? I'm curious. And have you ever had your shoes shined? Okay, so I finished eating at Wahlburgers. And I was kind of thinking about it. Like, was it good? I don't know. I feel like the airport location of Wahlburgers is not doing them any justice. Because I think that if I had eaten at the airport and didn't know anything about Wahlburgers and didn't look at like what normal menu they have, I don't think that I would go back. I don't think it was like that. Like just the regular burger was just okay, and then the fries were literally McDonald's fries. Like I don't think I've ever eaten French fries that were as close in texture and flavor and size as I have those that were to McDonald's fries as those fries. So it's hard for me not to like compare it to McDonald's, but like if I want McDonald's fries, I'll just go to McDonald's. It's way cheaper. And then my burger was just okay. So like, I don't know. I feel like I would just go to McDonald's, and it would be much cheaper than going to Wahlburgers. But that being said, like I did look up their menu, and they have a lot of other burgers that look interesting. and a lot of different side dishes, like different premium side dishes and things, not just burgers and fries and tater tots. And then they had some really interesting appetizers and some mixed drinks and things. So like overall, now I kind of like want to try it again, but like in the actual restaurant, like where it actually has like all of the stuff. But the restaurant version, I mean the airport version, I don't think that's doing them any favors, honestly. Because I probably wouldn't go to it again if I didn't know anything about it. So that's that. I mean, but I kind of usually expect that from airport places, but I think that one was really not doing them any favors. So now I got to try Wahlburgers again, but just the actual Wahlburgers restaurant. So anyhow, I am back home in Orlando. I'm so excited to be home. Thank goodness. It's been a short trip, but it felt long, so I'm excited to be home. And check this out. They already have more Christmas decorations out at MCO than they had even when I was here last week. So, kind of cool. I saw the tree in the main lobby, but now they have another one in these little side lobbies. So, check out all the 50th anniversary for Walt Disney World images all over the monorail train here. Pretty neat. There's Mickey Mouse. Back out into the main lobby of the MCO airport here, and you can see there is a hotel that's in the center of this airport. And the big old Christmas tree here. I always know I'm home when I come out here, headed towards my car, and I see the awesome Magic of Disney store right over here, and then to the left is the Universal Orlando Resort store. So you've actually got the best of both worlds right here. There actually used to be a SeaWorld store over on the right side that's not here anymore. At least I don't think it's here. I'll go over there and look, but I don't think I saw it anymore. But Universal Orlando Resort store right here. Let's check it out. They got all the Harry Potter stuff in here. Yeah. They have the same deals here as they do at Universal, where you can get the free wand here with the certain amount of purchase. Yeah. A lot of the same merchandise. Hey, there's E.T. What's up, little guy? There's the 50th anniversary here. 50th anniversary Mad Tea Party. One of the most famous and most iconic attractions at Disney Park history. You can actually go in there and get a picture. Photo opportunity. Magic of Disney store here. It's actually a really cool store. I actually love the vibe of the store in here. I might even like it more than the actual World of Disney. It's pretty neat. Check this thing out on the wall. It actually moves too. See all those sparkles there? And it transforms, it comes to different areas, different parks. So this is obviously Animal Kingdom, then you got Epcot here. It's pretty cool. Check out that Discover the Magic over there. That little Mickey Mouse sign. It's a cool sign. So they have a lot of different, like, Disney merch in here. I didn't see any Christmas merchandise or anything in here, so no specialty stuff. But they've got the basic things. Basic items. Oh, and the SeaWorld store is still here. I thought it was gone. I never come over on this side. SeaWorld store is still here. Let's check it out. Okay. You got I'm the Man tee. I need this shirt. Oh, I like this shirt. I'm the Man tee. That is such a cute shirt. I want it. I might have to pick that up. All these little gadgets. My favorite section here. Stuffed animals. Very cute. See if they, hello, how you doing? See if they have any. There is a manatee. Look at it. I need to get that. Huh, so for some reason I thought SeaWorld was gone. I didn't realize the SeaWorld store was still here. Yeah. Kind of cool. So this is the place. So if you forgot to get any of the, any gifts, any take-home gifts for people that you were trying to, that you needed to get gifts for before coming home and you forgot, or you just didn't get a chance, here's the place to get your last-minute gift ideas. Just get to the airport a little bit earlier, and you get stuff. You can get stuff from SeaWorld, from Disney, and even Universal. So your choice. So one of the things about MCO, Orlando International Airport, is I guess kind of interesting, but also I don't really like it that much, is that most of the restaurants and the stores are before you get to security. And I don't really like that. I like to get through security and then relax. So I feel like until I'm actually through security, I can't really sit down and relax and eat and go shopping. I would rather all the stores be on the other side of security. I don't know why they built it this way. I really don't. There's a whole food court here. There's a whole mall. You can kind of see it there. Oh, that Sbarro pizza smells good. Chick-fil-A, Auntie Anne's, Cinnabon, Firehouse Subs, McDonald's, Moe's. All this is before security. So I'm usually like, okay, I want to make sure I get through security. I want to make sure I get, I'm on time for my plane. I'm not going to get hung up at security. And so I never hang out in this area or go shopping on my way in. I always sort of just breeze through here, head straight to security, and then I go on the other side, and the only thing on the other side of security is like an Auntie Anne's pretzel. And then like a couple of other places, but it's not nearly the selection here. And then I just sit over there really bored. So I don't know why they designed it this way. I think they could have designed it much better, but just so you know, if you're planning on hanging out while you're waiting, well, this is what you got. Now, all the way down here on the opposite end of the terminal here, if you're going to gates 1 through 60, 1 through 59, there's another Magic Disney store. It actually just closed. I mean, he's still closing it up right there. But there is a whole other Disney store, same merchandise, but it's on this complete opposite side over here by these other gates 1 through 59. Also a Chili's up there. There's a macaroni grill all the way on the other side. So depending on which gates you go to, just know that on each end of the terminal there are different things, but there are a Disney store on each end. But there's only the Universal and SeaWorld store on the other. Oh no, there is another Universal store. They must have added that. Huh. So does that mean there's a SeaWorld? So regardless of which side you come in, you can access both of the stores, Universal or Disney. There you go. Ooh, check that out. Check out this Universal thing here. It's got blue. The Raptor. And I feel like this might have been a SeaWorld over here store, but it's closed now, and it turned into something else, COVID-19. Ah! Check it out, blue. What's up? Scary. Raptor containment area.
He's back.
I'm back. Woohoo! Yeah. I missed you.
Missed you.
Good to see you. Hope you didn't forget about me while I was gone.
No.
So. All right. It is good to be back home. I get to be with my Moog, so I'm glad. I missed her on my trip back from Canada. So it's good to be home in the warm weather again. And the rest of this week, we're going to be doing Universal. We're going to spend some more time at Universal. So it's back to Universal, back to Disney as best we can. We've got some reservations, but I know it's going to be pretty crowded this week.
Yeah.
It's a crowded week. And then next week, we're going to Miami. So we're going to be in Miami after that. So we got a few episodes here coming up with Disney and Universal stuff. And then
off to Miami. We're going to check out the sights in Miami, some of the hot spots. It's been a while since I've been to Miami.
Yeah.
I don't know that it'll be warm enough to go to Miami Beach, but while we're down there, I don't know. We're gonna check some places out and see what we can find. We don't really have any plans at this point. We just know we're going down to Miami, so we should probably figure out what those plans are. So anyway, tune in for more episodes this week for more Disney, more Universal, more food, more fun, and then next week there'll be some Miami stuff to look forward to. If you're interested in, it's only a few hour drive from Disney, so you can always head down to Miami and make kind of a double trip out of it. And then we're planning on doing Key West, not too long, but we're trying to make sure it's actually good weather and warm for Key West. But anyway, thanks for joining us. It's been good. Hope you enjoyed this weird off to Canada visit episode, and it's good to be home. So back to Disney action and Universal. Thanks for joining us. Tune in tomorrow for another episode. Bye bye. The Noble Way.
It's the easy way.
See you later.